Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Noles will kick it away to start. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. He's right on target. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
He'll off one deep down the left side. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and they're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
It's now second and goal.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Easy. Check, check. Hustle, hustle.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll give it to the back. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he makes the catch. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buchanan. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the target. It's caught downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let it.
And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up a sack.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Floating away. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Feeling some heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Into the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Now he's looking into the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design, nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throws
Toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to find his man on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harvey. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll throw it on first down. Got the quick pass. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, no! He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Just 9 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if they try to get another one. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to scramble. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
He's going to pass on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown Seminoles.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively you should...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Wants to throw on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Florida State. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's going up top. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
He'll start this drive firing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia, 21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Biden just plowing down the field.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Third and short now from their own 48.
Let's go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I absolutely love it. If you don't get it, field position isn't horrible anyways. You never know how many yards you're going to get for a punt regardless.
And defense can rise up and make a stop from there. You're not really putting them in a terrible situation.
No, and you're already coordinating with your defense. Like, listen, if we don't get this, let's go. We're going to be ready to rock and roll, set up on the field, but you didn't have to worry about it because the offense, listen, offenses are going for it in these situations more.
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really... And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's McFarland.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and how they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Give to the back. Push down for the tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much, they can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.